k1llsen on match point now. If he wins this one, he is going through into the semi-final to meet either Avec or Noctis, but it's strenx that has to put the comeback trail together. He has to win those remaining two to win this match.
And he's already having a hard start. k1llsen got the better of the armors, but strenx did good damage. Now, k1llsen has the weapons on this map, though. He has the railgun, he has the chef. So strenx going to have a hard time getting on the next red armor.
Currently, strenx trying to figure out exactly what k1llsen's plans are. And this is a dangerous position to wait in, right onto this mega health. And actually, it'll be too early for that by far. Did a lot of damage, actually, to k1llsen. I mean, k1llsen's down, or was down onto 57 HP. But in the end of things, you know, you can't really keep yourself alive when your opponent's going to be waiting on the mega health anyway.
Yeah, definitely. And k1llsen is hitting that rail through the gauge there. That was so crucial. Now, strenx can't get on the red armor, and the next item to spawn is in 10 seconds. So he's basically left with 60-10 for 10 seconds now, and k1llsen is moving in, and there we see the first frag.
That was absolutely brilliant with the shaft from k1llsen. Tracks down this first frag, and he's just 8 minutes and 30 seconds away from victory. He's going to stay surely for this fight. strenx is down low. He did, of course, pick up that mega health, but that won't phase k1llsen because he had completely the weapon advantage. strenx, only having a rocket launcher, couldn't fight upwards in terms of, you know, the height of the map.
Yeah, this is really problematic. I think it's really, k1llsen has practiced this map. You can see it. His movement around the map is really fast, and strenx is trying to play it more defensively, and he's going to have a hard time against someone who might have practiced this map a lot more than him.
Great work from k1llsen, gets himself in there, and he will follow it with the LG. Again, strenx deciding he's going to opt for the rail that time. And that was interesting, actually. k1llsen just spotting strenx as he rocket jumps out of there, but decides he's probably not going to chase. And as long as he keeps denying these yellow armors, there's really nothing for strenx on the map right now. All 4 items have gone to k1llsen. Yeah,
k1llsen is denying the rail at the moment as well. And without a rail, I don't see anyone making a comeback on this map without a rail, because it's so hard to catch your opponent off guard. So it's mostly about hitting 2 shots in a row with a railgun maybe, so you can get an in on the items. And it's not going to happen if k1llsen keeps denying that railgun.
Well, k1llsen's got in on the mega. It's actually allowed strenx to pick up red armor, so maybe that is the in that strenx needs for this map. And there we go again. strenx just, and that's kind of the thing that you see on these maps because it's so new. strenx just walking through there, not even checking around him. And people, you know, players obviously have practiced this a lot, but they've not got the experience yet to know exactly where to look every time. I mean, if you watch Aero Walk, they know every single angle possible when they come out of every teleporter. But on Battleforged, that's not the case just yet.
And k1llsen is looking so confident on this map. He hasn't had one situation yet where he was caught off guard, and he caught strenx off guard a few times already. And he's hitting his railguns, and that's so important on this map.
Another impressive there for k1llsen. 2 rails in a row. 10 seconds until that red armor comes up. We've still got 6.5 minutes in this match, as strenx actually pushing a little bit aggressive there. And k1llsen knows he can play this map aggressive as well, but you know, when he's 2-0 up and there are 6 minutes to go, he actually doesn't need to go aggressive. He'll let strenx try and come to him, and well, just because of that, he's probably going to win a lot more frags.
Yeah, and k1llsen's going to be so happy that this map is his matchmaking map.
Yeah.
It's the only map he has to win now, and it's probably his best chance here as well. I mean, he can feel that strenx doesn't really have a clue how to attack him on this map. Even when strenx has a good amount of armor, he doesn't seem to know where to take the fight to actually catch k1llsen and stay in it. So k1llsen is really deciding where the fights are going to happen, and it's going to play in his favor.
And I think we talked about this a little bit before, or at least it was asked on the stage. You know, because some of these players went to QuakeCon, yeah, they got to play Battleforged in a tournament, but k1llsen didn't go to QuakeCon. That meant that he could sit at home for as many hours as he wanted and practice Battleforged. And you know, they say that the tournament experience is you know, a major factor in winning, but also just the raw, knowing the angles, knowing what to do on the map, knowing how to play aggressive, defensive, and everything in between. I think that's a lot more valuable.
Yeah, well, if we look at this game, it's probably a lot more valuable because k1llsen is in the driving seat the whole game so far. He's deciding what to do.
Red armor spawning for k1llsen. strenx did actually get himself on the mega health, but you know, he was railed a couple of times in between as well, and he's going to try and push in now, strenx. And as you can see, k1llsen just backing away, laying down those defensive rockets. He's got the angles on the rail, and despite that little push from strenx, k1llsen still maintains 100-150.
Yeah, he didn't look challenged there at all, to be honest. He was still deciding, okay, I'm going to back off, and I'm going to get the shot on you, lined up, and he did. And strenx didn't know that it was going to happen. And the next mega is going to be important. They're on equal stacks now.
Here we go. strenx actually going in for the fight with that LG. And I think the important thing to note here that, you know, k1llsen's not only deciding what he does, but he's actually deciding almost what strenx is doing. Yeah. Because he can, by controlling the map and playing the way he's playing, strenx has to work a certain way. And
really, strenx has to keep it close now. If he loses another frag, it's going to be so tough for him.
Oh, I mean, what a rocket.
Getting a conversion in is possible on this map. It's really possible. But getting 3 frags against someone who probably knows the map better than you, it's going to be so tough.
Mega health is available. There goes the drop from strenx. The LG from k1llsen comes out momentarily. k1llsen knows, well, I'll get off my shots, do as much damage as I can, and I'm away for that red armor. And he's got almost 200 armor now as k1llsen. And he's just going to sit back and play his defensive. And, well, really, strenx just has to rail his way back in.
He should know he can't go in now because he has so much more than k1llsen. And
he is going to go with pushing in there, but you know, that little jump up, and actually strenx is going to do something that k1llsen didn't look like he was expecting whatsoever. And now we see if strenx can bring this one back. It's 2-1. Look at that aggressive push from k1llsen with a plasma.
Why is k1llsen going in there?
Why he really did that. He obviously thought that strenx was lower than he actually was.
Yeah, k1llsen was so lucky there now. He got the red armor spawn, and he, oh my god. strenx is going to hate this. He's got probably the best spawn he could possibly imagine in that situation. Getting on the red armor, and strenx is not knowing it. strenx is going to be so frustrated now. I mean, 2 minutes 40, it's still possible. They're on equal stacks, and strenx showed us he can actually play this map as well. But he needs a railgun. I only see him doing this with a railgun. His in on that frag was because he hit 3 rails in a row, and k1llsen only hit 1.
Here we go, a push-up look at the air rocket from k1llsen, and his rockets will be perfect. And k1llsen is now back to that 2-point buffer that is held for so long, and we're about to hit 2 minutes remaining. k1llsen still holding on. He'll be hoping that the map doesn't reset like it did last time, because the spawn can be everything here on battleforged, and 2 frags is definitely a little bit different to before over on Blood Run.
2 minutes for strenx to stay in this tournament.
Here we go, strenx pushing down. He knows that, well, it's maybe even now or never as he starts working his way in again. And of course, k1llsen just going to wait here. strenx can't make the move up the jump pad. That would just be absolute suicide. But he can try and steal the mega, but he gets hit by 2 rockets. 2 rails. He did return the rocket, though, that hit k1llsen directly. But still, k1llsen is holding on to this one. strenx down below. Oh, missed rail from k1llsen.
strenx is going to wait for this red, and he's going to make the final push, I'm pretty sure. 1 minute 30 on this map, you really need to make it early. If you don't get the perfect conversion, it's going to be so hard.
Well, we'll watch strenx here, because he is the man that has to make up these 2 frags. What can he do? Again, he's hit by a defensive rocket from above, a rocket that he wasn't expecting. As Mega is due up in 2 seconds. strenx, is he going to jump straight down? Yes, he is. k1llsen's actually above him, and k1llsen will just try and rail down. strenx did hit the shot. Little rocket jump off the wall as well, but we're about to get into that final minute, and strenx still on the chase, still can't catch up to k1llsen.
And k1llsen is camping the teleporter.
A pretty horrible move from strenx. He didn't mean to do that whatsoever. He was trying to get the speed off the wall with that rocket jump. Still 43 seconds to go. Still strenx is chasing. And again, he's missed the jump. That's 2 in a row. Finally, he does get up there. k1llsen again backing away. strenx is going to try and cut him off down low. Does do a bit of damage with the LG.
Oh,
Rail has missed, and k1llsen's got away for now. With 27 seconds to go. Another rocket jump up from strenx. Has to go chasing in. This could be a frag for him on the red armor spawn. Is he going to come out on top? k1llsen Oh, he goes down, but he's only got 21 HP now. What is k1llsen going to do? And he's very, very risky going in with that machine gun.
This is the right
down to
decision
6
for k1llsen.
HP. We've got 8 seconds remaining. k1llsen holding on with the skin of his teeth right now as strenx picks up another yellow armor.
And
just 1 second remaining. And it is k1llsen who will beat strenx here in the quarterfinal after a thrilling match here on battleforged. And a great little display there on battleforged from k1llsen. I have to say, the push with the plasma could have been a point to lose the map.
Crucial. I don't know why he did that.